Hi guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. We're gonna continue on with the Flash Zelle. This is gonna be games between Flash and random people on the internet. And this is gonna be a rematch between Flash and Killer. The first gameplay between these two players were very exciting. Let's hope for some more amazingness. These guys are gonna be having some fun chat in the chat box, I guess. Yeah, so this map, it's going to be Dominator. This is the map stats here. I guess not the map stat, but the map photo. This is it a 4-player? I think it's a 3-player map. Yeah, that's right. This is the map where we had that famous mess up of that Protoss youngster against Rush. That was so many, kind of material there. I forgot the name of that player, but yeah, anyways, Dominator. This map is fun, but it's gonna get phased out for the next ASL, I think, because there's nothing to remember this map of. I mean, this map is very bland and generic, very much like Deja Vu and one of those maps that I think will not be there in the next season. Yeah, but anyways, let's just quickly take a look at the map stats. So, excuse me, that is Protoss. I don't want to do that. But I would do something else. Hold on 1 second. What I'm gonna do is just move this a little bit up and turn it off, and I will show you the Zerg map stats. There it is. That's gonna be the Zerg map stats. So Dominator 43.9% win rate for Zerg against Terran. I wonder why. Because it feels to me like with those, third bases on the low ground and surrounded by high areas on both sides, Zerg should have, good time to go and have some kind of surrounds in the mid to late games. And the fact that you have, circular motion around the center, right? It should allow for the, I think for the Zerg player to have some kind of backstabbing opportunities, but I guess it's not the case, and I guess yeah, I would need to think a little bit more about that. But it looks like these players have found each other, and Flash has noticed that his enemy is going to be located at the 3 o'clock position. He sees the early hatchery and the spawning pool and gas, and Flash is going to expand. So I guess this move from Flash is okay, except that the Overlord sees it. The Overlord returns now. You can see that from the minimap, and so Flash is gonna be safe for the time being, and everything is up for grabs now because neither of the players will have any forces to apply pressure against the early expansion from the other guy. We will have the first Marine coming out though. Flash is saving up his money for the Marine. He's gonna be stealing some of the minerals. He does that. I mean, this is something that I do as well. I click on a mineral patch, and then I just stop clicking on it. Okay, what is this? What is this double barracks without gas? Of course, excuse me, you can see that the Overlord is not in the right position to intercept this build. So Killer has no idea what is coming, to him. So that's that. But anyways, now we're going to be having the first Zerlings coming out, and Killer is going to look forward to applying a little bit of pressure against this expansion. I think Killer doesn't have vision of anything except that command center. He doesn't know that there are no Marines. I mean, he can see that there are no Marines, but he cannot tell for sure that there's 0 Marines or just the Marines are out of reach. And now we will have the first Marine coming out. By the way, this is Flash for you guys, right in front of your eyes, in flash and bones, no pun intended. And yeah, SCV is gonna get transferred towards the new base. Let me once again show you the ELO stats, and I have a great idea in mind, guys. These are the top 10 broodwar players today. Maybe not today, maybe yesterday is the better timing, because I'm casting this game 1 day late. But yeah, these are the stats of the players today. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update this information. I bet that Flash's data is already on the Elo board website. So we're gonna be seeing what Flash performs. I'm gonna just quickly show you this other picture. It's gonna be a lot better. These are the semi-finalists of the ASL. I'm gonna add Flash to the list just to make sure you have a perspective as to who is doing what, where, exactly, how in the recent days, and that's gonna be something nice to watch. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like we're gonna be having a rematch. Heading towards the mid-game situation now. Both the players are just staying at home exactly. The SCV is still alive, and this is gonna allow Flash some ideas as to what the other guys is doing. He sees that there's gonna be a third hatchery in base. Keep in mind this map, Dominator, you are going to be on the low ground with your main base. So if you lose the high ground outside near your expansion, oh, Flashy. What are you doing? What is his reaction? Look at this. He's intensely focused. I mean, this happens even to the best players. Light or whatever. And Flash, maybe he needs a new keyboard. Maybe he needs a new keyboard. And people were saying on tier.net that, you know, Flash is sticking with the same keyboard that he's been using for years. And maybe you just need to buy a new keyboard, just like I needed to buy a new mic, right? Of course, new keyboard here in the sense that he needs to buy a new model. Of course, I think he replaces, you know, that very same keyboard with the same model each time, but he just doesn't change the model. Whereas I changed the model. I switched from a highly expensive, good quality, you know, foreignly produced mic, condenser microphone to a very cheap USB-driven, Chinese-made, Chinese-delivered, you know, by e-commerce kind of cheap-ass mic. And you're hearing it right now because I'm cheap. I live in a very poor country where people, you know, I don't know, make less than... How much do they make in a day in my country? Let me just kind of guess here. I think the average salary monthly, you know, net take-home basis, I think it's $200. Yeah, I think no, it's more than that. Maybe $300 now. $200 would be about a few years ago, but now people in my country, Vietnam, they make $300 per month. They take home $300 per month. I think that's a little bit high, maybe even because in the cities that's correct, but not in the countryside. But anyways, yeah, so this country is very poor. What I want to say is that people are, you know, have to use Chinese products all the time. And I'm not talking about like the good Chinese products like Lenovo and I don't know, what else are going to be the good Chinese products? Maybe Douyin, right? TikTok is a Chinese product, but it's very good in terms of quality. I'm talking about like the real dirty, bad, kind of fake. The photo has got nothing to do with the real product kind of products. And I think it's a blessing as well as a curse. So I'm very, very fortunate. I feel very lucky that I live, you know, nearby the big bully. So I can get all of these products, cheap, dirt cheap products from him in exchange for him controlling a bit of the air and the water and the ground and so forth. Anyways, do you have a big bully living next to you? If you are a Mexican, you might say yes. If you're Americans, you say no. You say like, what? Big bully? No, where? Who? How? We don't know what bullies mean, right? Anyways, if you're in Europe, I guess you have nothing to say because everyone in Europe is just freaking meditating nowadays. And you worry about, I don't know what you guys are worried about in Europe, man. What's the big deal in Europe? Okay, environment. Yeah, Europe is all about environmentalism and, you know, CO2 emissions and government responsibilities and all of that stuff and nuclear proliferations. Whereas Americans are all about democracy and freedom of speech and so forth. Speaking of which, do you know that the US doesn't even rank in the top 10 or top 20 of democratic, I don't know, index or something like that? I think you guys are in the top 30s. Because I mean, the fact that you vote presidents by these kind of electoral, I don't know, division, whatever, is not really representative democracy. I mean, this is what I read on ChatGPT. I'm not an expert on politics and data and science and all that sort of stuff. I cannot tell for sure. But anyways, we talk about this game now because TvZ is not really my kind of thing, but I'm just gonna accept it for now. It looks like we'll be having a small engagement outside of Killer's base, expansions rather, and he's gonna try to keep these, you know, these Marines at bay here and keep his mutualists afloat. He's got possibly around 9 or 11 mutualists now, and the Marines around 1.5 control group. Zerle's gonna try to surround from both sides. The mutualists to dive in. Zerle's coming from the right side. The timing isn't so good, but he was able to get several Marines down, and that firebite is no longer useful. Anyways, looks like the last minute these medics will all chase him. When do you see a sign like this where 5 women chase a man all the way to his mother's house? You know, behind it there's gonna be some lunatics with a knife chasing both of them. I guess not both, several, all of them, I guess, because it's, you know, several people, right? 5 women and 1 man. Anyways, today is what, Tuesday. It's a long way, you know, a long day, a long week ahead, and I have a lot of plans that is non-Starcraft related, but because Flash has started streaming, I kind of put all of that to rest, and I'm gonna just labor out here for you guys. I hope you're gonna be enjoying this. If you're enjoying these kind of casts, please feel free to buy me a coffee. There's some intense Mutualist versus Valkyrie battles. Valkyrie is operational, and looks like the Mutualists get chased away, and Flash Michael is really, really good. By the way, if you want to buy me coffee, the link to that is always gonna be in the video description. If you're an American citizen, use your Zelle. My address, my Zelle address is namkraftvn@gmail.com. You can send a repeated payment of $1 per month. That would be very, very nice of you. Don't even send more, because sending more means you might forget to cancel when I stop existing on this planet, because that is a very real possibility. I'm hunted by the Interpol, by the Starpol rather, the Starcraft police. And so if I want to, one day I disappear from your view, from your knowledge, from your consciousness, then you need to cancel that payment right away. Anyways, what's happening with this game now? Looks like Flash has been made aware of the third base at the 6 o'clock position. There's gonna be some intense battles. And why are these Marines attacking the turret? I guess it's blocking it, and he wanna actually have space to make something else. Looks like the Marines gonna be chasing some lurkers around on the map. Once again, Dominator. I think the Zerg has a lot of leeway to kind of run around in circles and escape the Marines and later on the sciences and so forth. By the way, this map drop is a real thing, guys. Drop is a real thing, especially for Terran. I think if you look at the way that the maps is situated and how the players have spawned, it's very easy for Flash to drop his enemy. You can just directly go from the expansion towards the main base, and the Zerg wouldn't notice. I mean, of course, the Zerg player could actually put some Scourges and, of course, some Overlords in critical locations, or maybe burrowed Zerlings if he is invested in that. But in general, it's very favorable for Terran to drop, especially in these positions. Looks like Flash's lost a lot of forces in that previous engagement. He comes forward now with more forces, and Lurkers could be on the high ground. Very, very nice to have stack Lurkers to stop these forces. He's going to go for Irradiate, double Irradiate, which is nice, but there's still 2 more Lurkers behind this, and Marine's going to back up. Stack Lurkers is a real weapons of choice here for Zerg, facing against this kind of onslaught from the Terran players. Anyways, we are at the 11 minute and 40 seconds of the game. Very strong going up, and you can see the score at the top right on the screen versus Killer. Flash is down 0-1. I think these guys are playing best of 3, right? Maybe, I don't know, because sometimes I see that they play 2 games. Sometimes I see that they play 3 games. I think the max they have ever played is 3 games. Anyway, Scourges need to get involved now. Lurkers gonna attack. How many Lurkers remain? 1 Lurker, 2 Lurkers. Looks like double sciences has died, and Flash is completely FUKCED. I need to twist it a little bit so that the YouTube algorithm doesn't pick it up, because YouTube is very smart these days. It picks up using AI. I mean, if you say a swear word but you reverse the order of the spelling of the letters, it still picks it up. No, I'm just kidding. No, AI is not that good anymore. I mean, only humans are that strong. We are still the supreme being on this planet, but it will be very soon until machines and men merge together, and we will have raid against the machines. Anyways, what's happening now? Nidus Canals at the bottom side of the map. Did we see Defilers? I think I saw some Defilers, roaming around just about a few seconds ago, but now they don't seem to appear anymore. Very, very strange. Anyways, more sciences is coming out to have a nice attack on those lurkers on the ground. His Overlord is chilling and wondering what is going to be the next step. Looks like at the last minute the lurker has fallen. Marines attack on the high ground. And do you know what I'm talking to? There's going to be a counterattack on the other side of the map. And looks like Science Vessels is going to be playing out here and attacking against the Scourges. Nice Dark Swarm. And the Defiler could actually go out there with the rest of the forces to actually wage a counterattack against the Terran forces. And Flash now is looking forward to having a third base at the 1 o'clock position. We're going to be having some drop ships dropping up some Marines. Oh no, I don't know if this is going to be the right move or not, but we have the Defiler going for a nice Dark Liquid, or what is it, Red Blood against Marine, and this is going to be a quadruple drop ship coming right across the map. Attention, attention, we're going to be having a crazy explosion happening in about a few seconds. Please pay attention. Killer, are you there? Do you have the defenses up? Do you have your spore colonies in position? And do you have the Defilers and Scourges and Marines? Excuse me, not Marines, but everything else. We're going to be having some crazy drop right now. What insane indeed. Why are we speaking in British accent? And he's going to start attack now, and Flash completely obliterate this place. Nice Dark Storm over every goddamn thing. Flash will sure lose everything now. We need to have a third Dark Storm, I think. But Flash is very good, very quick-witted to kind of maneuver his forces around. We need to have a third Dark Storm, but Marines attacking. We're going to be having an attack on the front side as well. Looks like Flash is moving the rest of his forces across the map. He's going to unload everything inside. And this is going to be a do-or-die situation for our friend Killer here. He gets inside with some Lurkers. Nice Swarm, but nice Lurker is not enough. Marines going to move across the map. We need to have more Zerg meat, and indeed we will have some Zerg meat attacking, but it's going to be primarily Firebats mixed in. It's going to be very easy for the Firebat to take out those forces, but we need to have Scan because, okay, I guess you don't didn't have the scan because those sensors are there. But anyways, double Irradiate is going to be the right move for Flash here to go and swipe out all of those drones, and looks like the Dark Storm has fallen, but the drones have been evacuated safely towards the third base, so that's very nice. Going to be having more attacks happening, but Flash, the forces of Flash have been already all wiped out here, and these drones are completely obliterated. What insane move. We do have Scourges coming across though, so that's going to be very nice. Looks like all of the sensors die now. And so Flash is no longer able to take out Kree infrastructure, but he destroyed so many drones in that engagement. This Firebite is going to stem and maybe go for more, you know, crazy attacks. We're going to be having a fourth base, and Flash is going to pick up his pieces with the dropship and go to that right, you know, bottom left side of this map. Right now, there's no Nidus Canal there. Keep in mind though that Flash is still on one base, excuse me, two bases. He doesn't have that third base, so he needs to kind of do sick damage or something, because otherwise there's going to be some crazy attacks happening soon from the Zerg side, given the fact that the Zerg player has got 4 bases, 4 hatcheries to work with. Looks like Flash is going to load up more Marines inside those dropship. Oh no, Scourge is going to be in position to intercept, but I wonder if it's going to be the right move or not. Looks like the dropships have come now. We're going to be having 4 dropships moving right across the map, and Flash has scanned. He knows exactly where the weak spots are, but he does that. Looks like we're going to have some Scourges attacking. Flash loses double dropship. He's going to lose another one. Marines attacking. And Flash's reaction on screen is hilarious. You will need to see it. I guess I don't want to show Flash's face too much, because if I show too much of his face, I might get into trouble with the Star Police. But you can see a glimpse of his face. That's fine. Not all the time. Anyways, more dropships gonna go for some business. Flash is down to 92 supply, and Killer with his 4 bases and his killer instincts, I think is on the right path to domination and to winning this game. There's gonna be more drops against the 7 o'clock machine. Some ultras are out now, but the 4th base need to actually have some coverage here. Looks like Flash is getting ready to drop there. Does he switch to okay, we're gonna be having lurkers on the low ground. How many lurkers that? Maybe just 1, maybe not more. But I think Flash has got his dropship, right? He's got his dropship somewhere, or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they all died or exploded. But we're gonna be having Zerg coming from the back. We're gonna be having one lurker falling out now, and there's gonna be another lurker behind. But Marine's gonna try to stem, moving across. How many lurkers remain? That's gonna be the last lurker. But Ultras are he, and Defiler and Plague and Darkstorm Zerling is gonna be going for a counter. I think that Flash is slowly but surely and steadily losing the grip of this game, guys. He's no longer the Terminator. He's no longer the ultimate weapon. He's no longer God. What is he? I don't know. What is he? I mean, he's like, I don't know, one of those... What is a nickname? We need a new nickname for him. I mean, Crypto Trader is not really cool. I mean, it's probably the most accurate word to kind of say his face. But there's got to be some new terms we need to actually think of to describe who Flash is as a person right now. Anyways, a huge counterattack by Terran right across the map. He's, you know, I'm not exactly sure where he's heading. Okay, this dropship is so dead. I mean, look at the HP, 3 out of 150 HP. I mean, Flash is so dead. I mean, he's so desperate. And he's so stubborn and dog-headed and, you know, whatever, conservative, I would say, or maybe invisible is not the right word, but GG from Flash. We are seeing, once again, not Minstrel, but Killer having a 2-0 victory over this guy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the guys' video, buy me coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. My Zelle account is namkraftvn@gmail.com. See you soon. Bye-bye.